Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. And yes, are you all smiling everyone? Okay, so guys, be happy, stay motivated, keep rocking. Okay, so today we are going to do thermal expansion and calorimetry, formula chart, tips and tricks. Okay, and yes, myself Sahil Agarwal, as you all know me from IIT Indore. Okay, guys, so quickly moving ahead. So the first is linear expansion, delta L, the change in length is L alpha delta T, right? What is the final length? The final length is L into 1 plus alpha delta T, and yes, what is alpha? Coefficient of linear expansion, and delta T is the change in temperature. Exactly same logic for aerial expansion. So it is A beta delta T. Beta is the coefficient of aerial expansion. Similarly, for cubical, we have V into 1 plus gamma delta T. Gamma is the coefficient of volume expansion. Okay, keep writing with me, guys. Okay, now for isotropic material is which one? For which the property are same in all direction. Okay, the property are same in all direction. Gamma is 3 alpha and beta is 2 alpha. Well done, guys. Now we see the variation density. So it is given by rho is equals to rho naught upon 1 plus gamma delta T. Gamma is again the coefficient of volume expansion. Delta T is change in temperature. This formula is for liquids and gases, and this formula is for solids. Okay, quickly moving forward. Now the coefficient of apparent expansion, this is gamma liquid minus gamma container. So suppose you have a container having coefficient of volume expansion gamma C, and liquid is coefficient of expansion, volume expansion is gamma L, and the volume is V. Then what is the net volume overflow? It is V into gamma L minus gamma C into delta T, where gamma L minus gamma C is known as the coefficient of apparent expansion. Moving ahead, guys, this is a very important identity, the thermometric scale identity. So with any scale, you take any scale, you can use this conversion. So simply the scale minus ice point upon steam point minus ice point is constant. Okay, so this is true for any scale. So like we take a Celsius scale. So Celsius scale is degree Celsius minus 0, ice point is 0, steam point is 100, ice point again 0, is equals to in Fahrenheit the ice point is 32, steam point is 212. So you get this relation. So you can use this equation for converting from one scale to another. Now we move to calorimetry. Okay, guys, so what is the principle of calorimetry? Very simple. The heat given by the hot body is equals to heat given by the cold body. M is the mass, C is the specific heat. Over here, delta T is the change in temperature. So this is T1 minus T, and over here it will be T minus T2. One thing to remember, if T1 is greater than T2, then the final temperature will be greater than T2 and less than T1. Super important thing. Moving next, change of phase, guys. Simply when ice changes to steam, what happens? Ice converts to water. The heat is a mass into latent heat of fusion. Then for boiling occurs up to 100 degrees Celsius. So it is mass into specific heat of water into 100. And finally you have steam. So mass into latent heat of vaporization. So the final heat will be total heat. This plus this plus this. Okay. And the values for reference are given over here. Okay, finally we have the fusion curve. So guys, very simple fusion curve. So you have 0 degree Celsius. So first melting will occur, then boiling will occur, and then finally vaporization will occur. So here you have ice, water, boiling water and steam. Okay, and this time will depend upon the rate of heat provided. If heat provided is more, then the time will be less. If heat provided per unit time is less, then the time will be more. Okay guys, thank you very much. Do like, share, subscribe. Thank you all the best.